Hello, and welcome back to another Sonic Screwdriver video. Today, we're going to be taking a look at my custom classic Sonic Bluedriver from RB Replicas. Yes, I decided to dub this one the Sonic Bluedriver, mainly because it's mostly blue, and also because I already have a classic custom Sonic Screwdriver from RB Replicas, and that's this one here, which some of you may recognize because it has appeared on the channel before, but it does look a bit different now because at the same time as I bought this one, so actually about 3 years ago now, because I got this one at the same time as I bought all the other classic Sonic Screwdrivers from RB Replicas, I decided to buy a new emitter and bullet for this one. So yes, I've given it a slight upgrade. So I thought today we would take a look at both of them together, but of course we're mainly going to be looking at the Sonic Bluedriver because that is the new one. So let's take a look. Here it is, the Sonic Bluedriver. Of course, it's a pretty simple repaint. You know, it's not a major custom. This one, it's just a repaint of a classic screwdriver, pretty much. So I didn't do this myself. I actually bought this as it came from RB Replicas himself, Big Russ. So he chose the colours and how it would look. But yeah, I just seen this and I thought, you know, that looks pretty cool. It's TARDIS blue. It's got a nice handle section. It's got nice mesh on the inner bit there where you can see the cut. Some sort of mesh grill, which looks pretty cool. It's sort of an anodized blue, so it has got a bit darker, I think, since I actually got it. I think when I first received it back in 2020, it was a bit shinier, the blue, but yeah, it's dulled over time, and that's cool. But it mainly just sits on display anyway, but it's pretty good. It is missing the little grub screw that's mainly in the bottom of the classic screwdrivers, which this one does have, actually, but this is an older model. So yeah, it's got the extension, no sound or anything, but it's got the spring in there, so you can activate it like that, and it does go all the way down to the bottom, so there's a lot of room in there for the spring to bounce back up. As you can see, the top section is also blue, sort of a darker blue to match the bottom, and we've got the bullet and the emitter, which is a really nice shiny silver bullet and a blue, anodized blue emitter ring, which is very cool. So yeah, he did actually say I could change the emitter to any other color, but I thought it looked good basically with the silver and blue matching the rest of the screwdriver, the handle section. I did actually think about putting some leather on the bottom of this section here, and I still might at some point because I think it would look pretty good. I do actually have a custom classic Sonic Screwdriver toy, which we've seen on the channel before, that I've wrapped the bottom handle in leather, and I think this would look good. Maybe even some blue leather to just finish the blue look off. But yeah, that's something I might do in the future. But the bullet, the front of the bullet's nice and pointy. On this custom here, originally the bullet that was on that was quite a flat bullet, but this one's nice and pointy, which is another reason why I decided to get a new bullet for that one at the time I was getting this one. So yeah, we'll take a quick look at this one. So yes, we've got a new emitter ring on this one, and I decided to go for black and silver. Originally it had a blue, silver and red emitter, which it was okay, but I just thought it didn't really suit this one. And since I was already getting a new blue driver, I decided I'd go for black on this one, so you match the inner bit there, which we have actually got some black card in there. Originally I just had some tape, but I've got some black card in there, which looks a bit better. So yeah, this one has a crackle painted handle, which is pretty battered now. You can see it's a lot of silver shining through in places. This one I actually got off eBay originally, so I never got to choose how it would look or anything like that. So yeah, I decided to get a new emitter for it, so it'd be pointy and match with the new RB replica screwdrivers. But this is actually a original model, so when you push this one down, it only goes to there. It doesn't go all the way down like this one, where it's got the full sort of spring in the bottom there. I think that's mainly because this one has some space inside for some electronics to be put in, which is interesting, I guess. So you sacrifice that bit of extra extension on that bit for some space for sound in the bottom, which is just unscrew this section here, which I'm not going to do right now. But here, this one does have the little grub screw, which I mentioned was missing from this newer model. Now this is just on a custom, so it doesn't really need to have the grub screw anyway, so it's not like a major deal. It's just a little thing that I noticed there. But yeah, you know, it's nice, and it's a very firm like press on this one, shoots right up, and this one's a lot easier to, you know, activate, I guess. But I think it really suits the black and silver bullet, nice and shiny on there. And yeah, they just look pretty good together, really, like my two custom classic RBs. Obviously, you know, I have a lot of custom sonic screwdrivers, but these were my first, well, this was my first classic custom replica, and this was my second. And then we also have the Rubber Toe Replicas classic custom as well, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I'm just kind of used to the classic customs not having sound, but I think maybe one day it would be interesting to maybe put a sound chip in this one, since there is space for it in the bottom. But I'm fine with this one not having, you know, sound, because it's mainly on display anyway. It'd just be another screwdriver for me to change the batteries in constantly. But yeah, I think it's a pretty nice custom. I actually might put some leather on the bottom. It definitely would suit it. But I'm really happy with that. And I have had it in the collection, like I said, since 2020, but just never got around to actually making a video on it, which is a shame. But I thought, why not do it today? So yes, that is the two classic custom sonic screwdrivers that I have from RB Replicas. I actually have another one, which is a bit of an interesting custom. This one here, which is very interesting, and we'll be taking a look at this one in a later video. So yeah, keep an eye out for that one if you're interested in hearing about this. But that is it for this one, guys. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you again in the next one. Goodbye.